growing up in Haiti, we do not have a variety of programs, and when I came here, I knew that I wanted to to have a better future than what I would have when I was over there. And that motivated me to apply for the nursing program, and maybe I can help. Maybe I can be a better person.
So my senior year, I applied to 7 different colleges in the northern area, and I got into 6 out of the 7 of them. So having all those decisions, it was kind of really overwhelming to have them. I actually initially did not even apply to the New Hampshire Institute of Art, and I only applied to the University of New Hampshire. My goal was to get as far away from New Hampshire as possible. However, I found that that actually wasn't what I needed. Artistically, being in a community that is small and well-defined was something that I really needed. And the schools that I'd chosen were not giving me that. So I actually really didn't start going to, really going to college until after high school and really making those decisions. And they were not hard, they were not easy decisions, actually. They were very hard, especially talking to my family who really wanted me to go to the schools that I was at and didn't want me back in New Hampshire. But I found that taking classes at UNH and being able to take a class at the New Hampshire Institute of Art really broadened my resources, and I actually fell in love with the school by taking a Drawing 2 class there, and the rest is history.
When choosing colleges, I could have gone to a community school, which would have been in my area, what people think would be easier. But actually, when I was looking at private schools, they were affordable. They actually, with Franklin Pierce right now, as much financial aid as I'm getting, I am graduating with more money in my pocket than I would if I went to a community college. It all depends on the individual, of course. If you want to go to a community college, that's perfectly fine. If it works for you, that's amazing. Just because you're going to college, period, doesn't matter what kind you're going to, you're still getting an education, you're still bettering yourself. I just found that with the Franklin Pierce University, which I'm at, that it had all the things I wanted. It had the education system I wanted, the financial aid packages I wanted, and the location was far from home, which I kind of wanted. So that's why I'm very happy that I went with a private school, and it's more than affordable if you make the right plans and go with financial aid.
I won't lie, originally I wanted to go to an Ivy school. It was always a dream to go to Harvard, Princeton. I think Princeton was the top of my list, and I had attended a couple seminars at Dartmouth, so I thought I should go for the gold. And UNH was actually on the bottom of my list because I didn't want to go to a school where all my high school friends went. I wanted to have a fresh start and to really figure out who I was and be far away from everything at home. So when it came time for results, I got waitlisted at Princeton, and BU didn't want me, and I just got waitlisted everywhere, and UNH was the only place that said right away that they would take me. And I faced a decision. It was wait it out to hear back from Princeton and WPI, or just go to UNH. And UNH had offered me a lot of money, and I received a lot of financial aid, and my dad wanted me kind of close. He wasn't too thrilled about New Jersey, so I decided that it would be better to go to UNH and save a lot of money now, and then I could be able to really go where I want for dental school or medical school. It turns out UNH was actually the right decision because it's a nice big school, has a really diverse group of students, especially when it comes to kids from different socioeconomic backgrounds. So I was able to find a lot of friends who actually came from a similar position as I did, and I felt I could really relate to the student body, so it ended up working out for the best.
Well, I decided to go to a community college because it was close to home and really affordable. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with my future yet, so I thought that a community college would be a great place to start because it gives you the opportunity to kind of try out a few different things before you have to choose a direction you want to go in, which worked really well for me. I decided on addiction counseling, and I'll be getting my associates this May, and I'm applying to Keene State and New England College to transfer and get my bachelor's in secondary education with a minor in addiction.
While I was looking at the list of colleges to go to, I find MCC the most affordable. It's close to home, the financial aid, the tuition is affordable. And the minute I walked in, the way they helped me, it makes a huge difference.
The reason I chose Granite State College was the passion that I feel and see from faculty to staff to classmates. Being in class with multi-generational students is invigorating. We have business owners to the new college entrant, and we can all teach each other something.
At the time I was a senior, I always knew that I wanted to go to college. My father attended college, and my mom has always put that in my mind that I have to, after I graduate from high school, I have to continue on with higher education. So in the middle of my senior year, I started applying to different schools. Not too long after that, I started getting accepted to some. Pretty much what it came down to, it was the school that was going to offer me the most financial aid, because pretty much was going to pay for college by myself. So I waited for acceptance letters, and I waited for financial package that each school offered me. Some offered me more, some offered me less. Some school didn't have my major, some school did. So it pretty much came down to the school that offered me the most, and the school that I attend now offered me the most financial aid package, so that's the reason I chose New England College.
When trying to decide where I wanted to go to school, I had to do a lot of research. I wanted to find a school that was both close to home, comfortable, and definitely affordable for me. I chose to go to White Mountains Community College for the nursing program to get my associate's degree. And if later on in life I decide that I want to further my education and get my bachelor's degree in nursing, I can transfer to a different school to pursue that end of my career. Staying in New Hampshire and going to school at White Mountains Community College was one of the best decisions that I could have made. First of all, some of my fellow students said that it would be just like going to high school over again and being with your same fellow classmates and going through the same rotations as you did in high school, but it's completely different. Going to college is awesome, and you get so much more respect from teachers, and being in northern New Hampshire is just awesome, and going to college here is perfect.
Well, I picked Great Bay because they have a connections program to Keene, Plymouth, and one other school, but Keene was really my big school that I wanted, and their connections program, as long as you maintain a C, you can just transfer every credit right over there. So that was my favorite part about it. And also, I didn't have a lot of money, so definitely a community college was the right way to go. When I was looking through a few college catalogs, I looked at Keene majorly, and then I also looked at UNH, and UNH is a pretty costly school for my family socioeconomic status type thing. So when I looked at those, I really tried to weigh out my options, and I also looked at a college in Massachusetts, and that's out of state taxes. So I just was really hoping for a New Hampshire school. So I looked at Great Bay after my guidance counselor told me about it, and I was really excited about it, especially with the teaching program that they have. And I just looked at their credit, how much money per credit, and it was really working out for me and what I wanted to do, so I decided to go there. And up until then, I really didn't think I was going to go to college at all, so it's really exciting to be able to go and be affordable.